Welcome to the Purdue University League of Legends Intramural Finals. My name is Jason Maynard, and this is my partner, Ethan Tan. How you doing, Ethan?
Hey, what's up?
So what we're doing today is we're playing League of Legends. League of Legends is a 5 versus 5 MOBA. MOBA stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. So what that means is players will pick champions. There are pre-made characters within the game of League of Legends. 5 players will select 5 champions for their team. Once they've selected those 5 champions, they will participate in a match. The winner of that match will move on. It'll be a best of 3. We have 5 roles: the top, jungle, mid lane, bot laner, and support. These 5 roles will try their best to take the enemy nexus. The nexus is the enemy's core of their base. The map is set up in 3 lanes, and they will push through the 3 lanes to take the enemy nexus. Do you have anything to add?
Yep, as Jason said, this is a 5 versus 5 League of Legends tournament. The way this has been set up in Intramurals, we had 3 regular season games consisting of pool play, and after pool play, they were all ranked in a bracket, and this was a single elimination bracket. So right now, you're seeing the culmination of 21 teams, which is over 100 League of Legends players, and these are these last 2 teams. So now let's talk about these teams. We have Team 9, and we have Team 37.
Both very good.
Both really, really good teams. On Team 9, we have 5 players. We have Fortnite, we have Expansion, we have Rumple, we have Storm, and we have Morris. Now, Fortnite is a D4 mid laner. He plays primarily Galio and Aurelion Sol. Expansion is their jungler. He plays primarily Singed, Ivern, or maybe we might see some Sejuani
Some
this game.
out-of-the-box picks from this guy.
Absolutely. For Rumple, he's Plat. He is probably going to be their support. He mains Bard, Thresh, and a little bit of Blitzcrank. On the 4th person, we have Storm. He's their ADC. He plays primarily Kai'Sa, Lucian, and the ever-strong Misfortune.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how he approaches this Kai'Sa pick, because Kai'Sa has started to fall out of the meta a little bit. Really started to struggle with some of the AD carries that have gotten popular recently.
Yep. And finally, we have Morris, who's a diamond player. He plays top lane, and he plays Yasuo and a lot of bruisers like Mordekaiser and Set.
Yasuo seems to be a contested pick between these 2 teams.
Absolutely. Now, for Team 37, we have their probably top laner is Pele, and he's a plat player that plays primarily Gangplank and Aatrox.
It's very hard to predict this team because they do flex a lot of positions. Multiple players play multiple positions on this team.
Absolutely. Their probable jungler is Clam, and he is a diamond player, a very high diamond player, and he plays Lee Sin, Gragas, and Kindred. Their mid laner is a master tier player currently. His name is Holy, and he plays very good. He plays Syndra, Yasuo, Zoe, and Akali. So we'll be interested to see who gets the Yasuo or whether or not the Yasuo gets completely banned.
Yeah, that Yasuo is a very contested pick, like we said.
Absolutely. This will probably depend on who gets first pick. And for their probable ADC, we have Zac. He plays Cassiopeia and Corki.
Some out-of-the-box picks in the bottom lane, too.
Absolutely. We're not even sure if he's going to play bottom lane.
We don't know. We really don't know.
And the only person we're really sure of is Nomi, a diamond player, plays primarily Nami.
Yeah, a lot of Nami. She's played some Karma recently, so we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely. So that's all our players. And now what's at stake here today? We have, if the team that wins 2 games, they're going to win the best prize in the world.
The best prize in the world.
What is that, Jason?
An Intramural Championship t-shirt.
Absolutely. All these frat bros, they're all throwing footballs, kicking soccer balls.
We're playing League of Legends.
We're playing League of Legends, baby.
That's right.
We're playing League of Legends.
We're going to get some action kicked off soon. We're going to go back to the music screen shortly.
All right.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get in the game. We have all the players loaded up, and they're going to start the game shortly. We're really excited here.
All right, so it looks like we've already had the first round of bans. On Team 37 side, we have Singed, Bard, and the Galio ban.
Those are what we kind of expected for the first three bans. He has a lot of games on Singed, a lot of games on Bard, and a lot of games on Galio.
Absolutely. Expansion plays a lot of Singed, and Fortnite plays a lot of Galio.
Pretty much exclusively Galio.
Yep, and we all know Galio can be very difficult to play against. His roaming potential, or I guess his counter roaming potential, is just that big.
Especially in a 5v5 setting where we have communications between the players.
Absolutely.
Talking about the bans from Team 9, we have Syndra, Graves, and Zoe. Kind of expected the Syndra and the Zoe ban. Graves surprises me a little bit, but
no Yasuo ban. That is
very surprising to me. I'm very surprised that Holy isn't going for Yasuo right now.
Yep, Yasuo, one of his mains, one of the strongest champions that he can play. So far the picks, we have first pick Lee Sin, very early game jungler.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of counter to Lee Sin in the jungle, especially early game. Clam plays a lot of Lee Sin, so it's kind of something that we could have expected there. The Xayah and the Rakan picked up also for Team 37. A very, very good duo lane, especially when you have communications as well. The synergy between Xayah and Rakan is really, really nice.
Absolutely. That provides a lot of lane priority. It's looking like right now Team 37 is building a very early game team right now.
Yep.
And as for Team 9...
Taric Kalista is a very, very lethal combination in the bottom lane as well. The invulnerability for Kalista, throwing Taric in on top of people, really good.
Absolutely. Taric providing a lot of utility for the team. Stuns and a lot of initiation.
Yep.
And
we expected kind of the Ivern pick since they banned Singed for Fortnite.
Absolutely.
Or not also, Fortnite expansion.
Yep. Also, Ivern, really, really good pick into Lee Sin just because you have so many
shields, you have CC, you have Daisy too to block the Qs.
Absolutely. You have so many jungle lanes that you can take as well.
True.
So it's very difficult for even high elo junglers to predict where Ivern's going to be.
Correct.
When he's going to be there.
What bans do we have here? We have Akali coming out and Ornn from Team 37.
Mm-hmm. And
or Team 9, my bad.
Team 9 banned those, and Team 37 bans Aurelion Sol and Pantheon.
We kind of expected the Aurelion Sol as well, because that is Fortnite's second most played champion.
Yeah, absolutely. And since they have not picked a mid yet, Aurelion Sol is probably a good one to take off the board. Team 9, locking in Cassiopeia. Really strong champion right now.
That's going to be for Fortnite, too. Does he have a lot of Cassiopeia played?
No, it doesn't seem like he has a lot of Cassiopeia played, but keep in mind that could also be Cassiopeia top, because Cassiopeia is being flexed everywhere right now.
It could be.
Top and ADC.
The Kalista could be top too. There's a lot of flex going on right now with Team 9.
Absolutely. The Azir pick,
we're gonna get Holy's Azir. This is going to be really good.
This is very good. This is obviously late game champion, so Team 37 currently drafting
a good team fight composition.
Absolutely. Also insurance, in case their early game does not go well, they can go into late game and rely on that Azir damage.
True.
Also, Xayah.
Oh, look at this. We have a Renekton pick. Renekton, Lee Sin, probably the two biggest early game threats in League of Legends.
Absolutely.
Look for Lee Sin to play to that top side.
Absolutely. And the Aatrox pick into Renekton. Aatrox Renekton goes pretty even, actually. I think a little bit after level 3, Renekton has a little bit of advantage until Aatrox hits that level 6 power spike.
Yeah.
Obviously, that movement speed, very difficult to keep up with.
Correct. The good thing is, though, Renekton has a lot of stick with that double E.
Absolutely.
This is largely a skill matchup in the top lane. Let's talk about the jungle really quick. If Lee Sin can find Ivern, probably going to net a kill on the Ivern.
Absolutely. If the Ivern misses his Q, easily a kill.
Toast.
Ivern, ganking potential, not too bad, but pre-6, Lee Sin has a significant advantage.
Especially, I keep thinking about that top lane. You have Lee Sin, Renekton. I have a feeling that Lee Sin, Renekton's going to be pushing into the enemy jungle in the early game quite a bit.
Yep. We have both very safe mages on the mid lane.
This will be a farm fest, hopefully.
Yep. Probably not going to see too much. The mid lane's probably going to take it deep into the late game before we see anything coming out of those.
Now, we do have the bot lane. You have 280 carries that really like to push. Okay, we are going to get that spectator delay because we are spectating, so we're going to have a 3-minute delay till we get some load-in time. But you have Xayah Rakan in the bottom lane, and you have Kalista in the bottom lane also. Both like to push a lot. Kalista can do a lot of execute damage with that Rend on minions, so she can push really easily too. Xayah, as everyone knows, her feathers go through lane or through minions, so she can push really easily too. But this is going to be a very interesting bottom lane too. I'm curious to see if Ivern forfeits the top side pretty much and plays towards this bottom side of the map.
Yeah, I'm curious if they do that too. I believe Xayah Rakan has a little stronger of a lane priority than Kalista because of those feathers that go straight through the minions.
Yeah, I agree.
And we'll see how the top lane goes. I mean, if Renekton gets an advantage over Aatrox, that could be over very, very soon. If Renekton builds any kind of anti-healing, that could go over very, very quickly. So you can't just leave that in isolation.
Yep. Let's talk about our featured matchup real quick. Our featured matchup for the game here is going to be in that mid lane. We have Holy versus Fortnite. Holy, for those that don't know, is a very high-level player. He's Master of the Season Challenger last season. I think it's going to be for Team 9. How do they try to contain Holy's Azir this game, right?
Absolutely.
He's not on Yasuo, so he doesn't have that huge early game threat that you normally have with Yasuo. With an AD champion usually is a bit stronger in the early game. You don't have that threat that he would have on Yasuo, but they're going to have to try to figure out how to contain him from roaming. I don't know that necessarily Ivern was the best pick to try to contain him, but we'll see how this pays off. I think a lot of their strategy, hopefully they tried to counter this Azir.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I feel like the only way to counter Azir is to really dive him, because if you let Azir free farm, he's just going to outscale everybody. He's one of the strongest.
3 items?
Yep, one of the strongest scaling champions in the game. Once he builds that Nashor's Tooth, Luden's Echo, nearly unstoppable.
It's going to be tough.
So picking Cassiopeia into Azir, kind of sketch. Not gonna lie, you kind of want to kill Azir really, really early. We'll see about the summoner spells. Whether Cassiopeia decides to go for a more aggressive ignite or a more passive TP or barrier.
Yep. Excited to see how this goes. Who do we think won this draft?
I definitely think that Team 37 won this draft. I feel like the Ivern pick, not very meta right now. Just not very strong early on, while Team 37 just has really strong early game through Lee Sin, Renekton, a lot of lane prio through Xayah, Rakan, and then to close it out, Azir for the late game.
Yeah, we did get some comfort picks with Team 9. Ivern, Aatrox, very comfort-oriented picks, but I don't feel like the rest of their picks are comfort picks for them, right? A lot of their comfort picks got banned out. I guess that's what comes with being kind of a lot of one-tricks on their team.
Yep.
I also agree. I think Team 37 won this draft. Who's your prediction?
I definitely think Team 37 is going to win this game. Currently, Team 37 just has a lot of diamond players. They have obviously their master mid laner. So definitely something to keep in mind versus...
Yep, and he opted for the late game scaling with lethal tempo in a team fight.
Yep. Versus Team 9, they have a lot of diamond players, a couple of plat players. We'll see. I think Team 9 has to pull something a little cheeky. Maybe early game invade. Maybe try and force...
Which they do have that capability if Ivern starts Q here. They
Absolutely.
have the Taric stun. They could do something early game here.
Yeah. We'll see whether it's the early game invade or the standard umbrella. Just to spot out any other invades.
Yep. And we are in. I believe. Here we go. The map is opened up.
All right.
Players are loading in.
So let's see what Team 9 opts to do really early game.
Yeah, we kind of can expect what Team 37 here on blue side is going to do. They're going to try to get some prio with the Lee Sin. Ooh, they're all going top lane.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be really exciting starting it up. Everyone's going top lane. I think they might cheese this Aatrox. If they do manage to get an early kill on this Aatrox, I do remember. Yeah, I do remember. This team really does like to get that early cheese.
Yes,
Even with
here
the
we go.
umbrella,
Here comes
it's
the
hard
Q.
to see what's going to happen.
Oh,
the flash W from the Aatrox. Rakan misses the knockup, and Aatrox will get away safely.
Will burn his flash, though. That's something to note. Like we said
Yep.
earlier, that Lee Sin probably is going to play to the top side with this Renekton strength early game. So, now that we have that flash burn on the Aatrox, look for that Lee Sin, look for Clam's Lee Sin to come back right after he gets level 2.
Absolutely. And currently a early game flash for flash trade between the Renekton from Xpele and Morris's Aatrox. I believe that favors Renekton early game because once Renekton hits that level 3, Aatrox has no way of escaping if he misses his W.
Yep, just like we kind of expected, Lee Sin is going to play for that top side, probably going to vertical jungle on the top side of the map, go blue, enemy red. Ivern's probably going to do the same, vertical jungle the bot side, and play for that bot side of the map. Now you have to think about this. If Lee Sin focuses on that top side, they're going to give up dragon priority.
Yep. Team 37, Rakan, Nomi getting vision on the top side, realizing that they have taken their red buff. So Lee Sin definitely going to go for that vertical jungle path. Or might just get in that early gank on Aatrox. That can really set him back. That would be huge for Renekton to get an early kill on Aatrox. Aatrox obviously very mid-game. Renekton early to mid-game.
Yeah, once that Aatrox gets those 2 items, look for him to start taking fights over that Renekton.
Yep. All right, a little bit of hope from Lee Sin. Oh, man, chunking him down at half health. That's the power of Lethal Temple right there.
Yeah, Lethal Tempo early game, too. People underestimate it. I think it's just a late game scaling. A lot of attack speed in the early game still, too.
Absolutely. So if we look at this Ivern pathing, he went from the red. Actually, he never smited that red. Very interesting.
He did not. He went and put his passive down onto it so he can clear it and did not smite it.
Azir putting down that ward mid lane, he might see that Ivern come back through. And we'll see how they respond to that. Lee Sin, top side jungle, looking for...
Ivern level 3.
Yep. Ivern's looking for a gank bot lane. Lee Sin's looking for a gank top lane.
We expect kind of a dive here top lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Aatrox playing very far up without any flash. That might be a mistake.
Yep.
Lee Sin.
He's going to go down.
Abilities. Oh, and that's first blood for Lee Sin. Ivern backs off the bot lane. So
just like we predicted, the Lee Sin is probably going to play to that top lane.
Yep. Bot lane really saved by that early game Nomi ward. Seeing that Ivern was approaching bot lane, letting the lane push, really smart macro play by Team 37.
Very, very good. Yeah, that's a very good recognition by Team 37 there. Knowing that their Lee Sin is top side, their Ivern has got to be bot.
Yep. So what we just now saw, Aatrox blows his TP top to catch that wave. So now Renekton has a significant early game map pressure due to that TP. That can be used for the drag that's coming up in a couple minutes, or that can be used for just coming mid or just a bot gank. Now Callista using that black spear.
There might be an interaction here with Lee Sin and Ivern.
Yep, Lee Sin, Ivern, both going for Raptors. Lee Sin hits the Q, does not opt to take that. Very even in the bot lane. Taric misses his stun. Very, very easy for Rakan to get away from any kind of Taric engage because of that jump. He has 2 jumps, remember, and just really hard to engage on that team. And once Xayah gets that level 6 ult, it's almost impossible to initiate. So I think that's another thing to watch out for. If Callista pulls in Taric and Xayah just ults that's just a complete waste of Callista ult.
Yep.
And that's their main source of engage. So we'll have to see. All right, Lee Sin looking to go for an in-lane gank top. Opts not to go for it. The lane's a little too pushed right now. Renekton, are you gonna play? Lee Sin ward hop. And the Q misses, nothing there. Ivern pathing bot lane. Currently bot lane has Prio. Callista and Ivern taking the dragon right now. Xayah and Rakan none the wiser. I think Callista and Ivern are just going to get a free dragon right here. We're experiencing a few technical difficulties with the camera right now.
Red team has slain the dragon.
And it seems like Team 9 has secured the dragon. Now that is an Ocean Drake. That's going to be really, really good on Aatrox. Cassiopeia, obviously, with more mana. And Taric, they're very tanky. But that's only the first dragon. We'll have to see what happens with the remaining dragons. So right now, huge early game CS lead from Renekton. A big 20.
Massive CS lead.
Yep, big 20 CS up from Renekton.
Look at that mid lane CS difference, 2 from Holy.
Absolutely. That Azir poke early game really established dominance in lane. And it seems like also Cassiopeia is struggling in CS.
Cassie did hit her good item, though, which is the Tear of the Goddess. She's going to be able to stack that mana up and start gunning people down with her E.
Absolutely. Callista has not backed
this Taric's
yet.
going to get executed.
Oh, and that's a rookie mistake right there.
Poor Rumple.
I guess that's the old faster back, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, an engage.
we have an engage from Rakan.
From Rakan, the ignite. Zaya pushing up. Manages to get the root.
She got the root.
Oh,
The Ivern with the save.
Ivern with the shield. That Ivern E, not too strong early game, but just enough to save.
You see the pings coming out in the Callista flash, Callista heal. Look for that Lee Sin to maybe shift his vision. But he's been playing topside quite a lot.
Absolutely. Now with Aatrox having his flash and Renekton not having his flash, Lee Sin probably should start looking path bot side. But Lee Sin and Ivern, once again, going for those Raptors. Ivern has his passive already on it. And Lee Sin
Great
opts to
take,
take...
though, from Team 9. Taking that early dragon, Ocean Drake is so strong early game. Your first Ocean is really good.
Oh, and Ivern manages to take the red, so Lee Sin not fruitful there in the invade.
I'm very surprised this Ivern actually is keeping up with this Lee Sin in the early game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's probably the Ivern passive. Depending on where you path, you get a lot of farm really fast.
Opting
now-
for those early Mobies.
Yep. Now mid game, it should really start evening out. You know, the Lee Sin. Oh, Taric misses the stun. Oh, nothing going in. Re-engaging. Lee Sin's coming down from the mid lane jungle.
Oh, they're going to get
Callista
Callista.
just trying to buy
they're not.
time. Oh, no. Zaya goes down. She had... Did she have any ult? No clue. Lee Sin deciding to re-engage.
She did not have ult.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is a strong engage.
A
Callista
very
looking
good
for the
counter
Ren.
from Team 9.
Oh, my goodness. The Azir jumps in.
The Azir beats the Cassiopeia down because of the mid priority.
Yep. That early game
great
prio, the
warm-up.
insect right into the team.
Oh,
and
wow.
Azir picks up a free kill for Ivern. That is going to be real nice. Up top
Oh,
lane,
trade though.
the trade. Both
Can Renekton get
Renekton
away?
and Aatrox popping ult.
Can Renekton duel this?
Renekton has...
Oh,
Oh my goodness. He had the empowered rage, but was not able to use it.
Opted not to Q.
Aatrox has that extra little bit of range with all his Qs. And manages to take down the Renekton. No,
Stealing
Renekton...
away the blue buff, Lee Sin does.
Yep. Renekton still has that early game lead from the CS. Obviously, Azir has a lot of lead from both CS and that early kill to Ivern. Really not a great job giving that Azir a kill. You do not want to do that.
We have a Hex Flash over the wall.
Ivern, Taric ganking their own lane. Oh, and the two-man stun. Rakan pops ult, hits all three and dashes out.
Good peel.
Great
Apologies, not a Hex
disengage.
Flash. They used the plant to get over the wall.
That is a great disengage right there. And Rakan and Zaya, very elusive. I mean, Zaya ult, Rakan has that jump. Lee Sin, cheeky going
Lot
in.
of
Azir
action.
has prio right here.
Yeah,
so Azir
they need to
can
back
roam.
off. They need to back off.
Cassiopeia cannot move in on there.
Ivern will confirm that scuttle though.
Yep. That scuttle is going to be huge.
Man,
now
this
that,
mid lane deficit is getting larger and larger.
Yep. Now that Azir and Cassiopeia have their first couple items,
Here we go,
they-
Renekton.
they're definitely starting to look around.
Empowered Q. Good trade.
Looks like Renekton wins that trade right there.
Yep.
But everything going fairly even despite that early kill and that small CS lead.
Oh, here goes Azir.
Oh, Azir.
Good trade from the Renekton. Great trades, whittling down the Aatrox health. Now he needs to back out and not take any more trades. Oh, he got the R.
Oh, you cannot trade long trades into that Aatrox. It is very, very difficult.
Oh, he's going to get out.
Oh, the slice and then the dice. He's out of there.
Very surprised that he got out of
Yep.
that. Oh, this Azir's trying to kill in a tower.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of action going on.
The Rakan dives in. Oh, the Lee Sin with the in-lane gank.
Oh, the great Kalista all.
Pulls him in.
You need to back out here,
And they
buddy.
decide to disengage.
Good.
Probably a good move. Now, bot lane has a lot of prio. Lee Sin's backing right now, but just know that there is a Wind Drake coming up. Mid lane has a lot of prio. Cassiopeia is going to need to back. She does not have TP. So if
They
If
do
Blue
need
Team-
to move on to this dragon run.
if Team 37 decides to go for this Drake right now, they could because of that mid prio.
I don't think they know that Ivern's top, but they could get that dragon right now. Ivern cannot even remotely get close to that dragon.
Absolutely. Lee Sin is pathing towards bot lane. I think he's going to get that Cloud Drake. Cloud Drake really good on this team. Obviously, Azir Wall really good. Renekton really likes having his ulti, especially during big team fights.
Very
Lee Sin,
impactful ultimates from
Yep.
from Team 37 here.
If Lee Sin can get that nice insect R like he does before. Oh, but they're backing off right now. Bot lane's collapsing. Without Rakan there, Xayah does not really have any priority in lane. They should be
Man,
rotating
if they get
towards
two
this.
dragons, this might turn things for them.
Yeah. And Team 9 gets another dragon.
There is so much neutral objective control when you have a Callista. That Rend is basically like another smite.
Yep.
It's like playing against a Nunu.
Yep. Lee Sin, Ivern both pathing towards top. We'll see what they can do with Rift soon. Because Rift is the only objective up right now.
Rift is still on the board.
And all laners are playing kind of passive right now. I think.
Renekton is a little bit stronger. Oh wow, we have some action here with the red buff. Lee Sin trying to take this away from Ivern. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Got a wall? Oh.
Oh, and the Ivern execute. Oh, wait, Cassiopeia has her pull down
Fortnite
there.
has to back off. She should use this time to go get priority mid and push that lane in.
Top lane rotating down. Renekton pops ult. Gets away from Aatrox.
Here comes that extended trade again.
Yep, Renekton definitely won that trade. Aatrox looking to back right here. He does have TP.
Here goes Holy.
Lee
So
Sin
much
going
going
down.
on.
They're looking to dive top right here. Morris definitely in a lot of trouble right now. Lee Sin does have R. Aatrox pops ult, but not enough to save him right now. Now with top prio, you can only look to see Lee Sin taking that free Rift Herald.
Renekton will get some good plates here. Ivern's not in the area, so he should be able to get another plate here.
Yep. Now, if we look at this gold lead that Team 37 has, that is a very, very solid 5K gold lead.
5K gold at 14 minutes. That is a huge advantage that they have.
Yep.
They need to start investing that. Their vision game is really good right now.
Now, if you see the blue side towers, Team 37 barely has any of their towers touched, while every tower on the red side has a couple plates off of it before the plates pops off at 14 minutes. So that's probably definitely going towards the gold lead. Of course, Team 9 making a lot of picks on the objectives. 2 dragons already. We'll see if they can get anything on the Rift.
The neutral objective game is going to be their saving grace if they can hold on.
Absolutely. We'll have to see what Drake is coming up next. The only Drake you can have is Mountain and Fire Drake. Now, both are going to be really, really good on these teams. Mountain Drake, very good for Aatrox. If Aatrox can stay alive in a team fight, that is going to be massive.
Oh, we have
massive.
Mountain Drake coming. It's Mountain Drake.
Oh, it's Mountain Drake coming up. And that is just what Aatrox wants. Aatrox, Tarek, really liking that Mountain Drake because it gives him a lot of extra armor and magic resist.
This next bit of time is going to be a lot of Team 37 trying to push their lead. You see the Bramble Vest rush on Renekton, which is really, really good into the Aatrox because he likes to weave auto attacks in there. I'm very surprised that the Aatrox didn't try to pick one up early with those Ninja Tabby.
Yep. Bramble really good with that anti-healing.
Oh, no. Play bottom lane. Oh, a flash.
Oh, man.
Oh, Holy.
Look at that.
Holy
Into
might be
his
going
own.
down.
Oh, he
Oh,
does
they
not
take him down.
take down Cassiopeia, and Holy dies to the Ivern gank. Lee Sin.
And surviving bot lane. This might start to get Team 9 back in the game.
Yep.
They got to whittle away at that gold lead little by little.
Still a 5K gold lead,
Still,
and
yeah.
most of it is due primarily to CS. I mean, you see Azir with
Wow.
perfect CS, 163 CS at 16 minutes. You know, perfect CS, 10 CS a minute. That is insane. That's some LCS level CS right there. Looking for a dive.
70 CS
Rakan,
up.
flash, knock up, Lee Sin, sticking on that Callista, and they get the execute on the
Callista
Callista.
will fall.
Trying to back off right now. Cassiopeia has rotated by. I can't help but think that Azir's just going to take that free turret with Cassiopeia rotating right
Yep.
here.
Azir's going to take that turret, and then they're going to use this area they've created in the mid lane to start moving their vision line up. They're so good at picking people with this Lee Sin, this Renekton, this Rakan. If they can move their vision line up, they can catch this Ivern, they can catch this Cassiopeia, they can catch them out and start taking objectives.
Absolutely. And this Azir getting free farm because of his passive. Setting up a tower right there. That is free gold for the Azir. You do not want that.
We have an engaged top lane.
Renekton opting not to take that extended fight. It's really smart for Renekton not to do that. And Renekton usually looks for that. Once he gets that rage, he ease in, hits that empowered W, that Q, and then dices out right there, just like that.
Azir just building a huge lead in the mid lane. We're up to 80 CS advantage now.
That is probably where all the gold is coming from, and that's where you want the gold lead to be.
Right,
is
you want
with
that
your
Azir to be big.
Absolutely. And it looks like Team 37 is going to claim their first dragon.
Yeah,
And
as
it's
soon as they
Mountain
lost
Drake.
that mid tower, there is no priority over that dragon pit.
Absolutely.
And the bot tower. It's going to be really, really difficult for Team 9 to priority that bot lane. The bot side of the map.
Well, Team 9 going for the other neutral objective, taking Rift. Oh, that Ivern bush preventing them from auto-attacking their own Rift. Oh,
Oh,
and
they
Team
stole it.
37 stole the Rift. We'll see.
Oh, they
Rakan
got
picks
it,
it
too.
up. Oh, and Azir coming in. He's going to clean house. There is no way in heck. Oh, that Aatrox still stuck in the pit, and he dashes out.
Look for them to go take top turret here.
Yep. Rakan Zyre rotating
Yep,
top.
drop that Herald top lane. You might be able to take 2 turrets because of the death timers.
Absolutely. Aatrox is forced to back right now. He cannot defend. Cassiopeia's mid with Callista. Azir backs off. Yeah, this is just poor microplay from Team 9. You have a Rift that's about to drop top. They're about to take 2 towers.
Oh,
They haven't
wow.
wait, they
They're
haven't
just
even
getting
dropped
wiped.
Rift.
They haven't
They're-
dropped Rift yet, yeah.
Oh, they are dropping Rift right now.
There it
They're going
goes.
to take this tower, and they might even get Inhibitor Tower. Aatrox rotating up. I do not think
I
that
think
is
this
enough.
is a little bit late.
I think Aatrox...
Oh, they're going to bail out now.
Okay, they're bailing. Yep, with everybody rotating up, that is definitely a good retreat right there.
They're going to take that blue buff now away from Team 9, too.
Yep, blue buff huge on Azir. Azir's a very mana-reliant champion.
Ivern's
So-
going to start falling behind even farther because Lee Sin is going to start taking his jungle camps.
Yep, Ivern does not like to be in this situation. Usually Ivern likes to be ahead where he can farm enemy jungle camps instantly with his passive and his smite.
We're almost up to 100 CS lead on that Azir over the Cassiopeia.
Yep. And it only shows on that gold lead. There is a 10k gold lead from Team 37 on Team 9.
Top lane is 40 CS up. Bot lane's very even, but that mid lane is just such a huge gap currently.
That is
with that CS gap.
218 CS at almost 20 minutes. That is insane.
That is a lot of CS.
That is definitely a lot of CS.
He's already 2 items and his boots completed by 20 minutes.
Yep, so now let's actually look at Lee Sin's build right here. Lee Sin's starting to build a little tankier. He has those Merc Treads and that Black Cleaver. So Lee Sin's going to start getting tankier now. And
Look
he's
for
going
him to
start.
maybe pivot to an adaptive helm or something like that when you have the Cassiopeia.
Yep, absolutely. The flash Q from Lee Sin follows up. Rakan Q.
Ivern has to
Rakan
flash away.
knockup.
Oh, what a
Lee Sin hits the extra Q, and
Great Q.
Ivern will fall down. Ivern looking very far behind right now. 0-4 and 10 CS behind this Lee Sin.
Yeah, that Lee Sin advantage in the early game was real.
Absolutely. Now, Ivern will start being more useful late game when he starts building those support items and his shields
once
gets
he
a
gets out
lot
of thieves.
bigger. Yep. And having Daisy as like an extra tank in their team comp.
Man, a 20-minute Baron.
That is rough.
And they're
That's a
12,000
free
gold ahead.
Yeah.
Look at them just run down an inhibitor now.
Absolutely. They're doing the 1-3-1 split right now. Xayah top and Renekton bot. If Renekton,
drop a
they're
turret.
closing in on Renekton. Now if Renekton backs off and escapes right here, that is perfect for them. They're just gonna run these Baron minions straight into the tower. Top lane, unaccounted for, Xayah free farming. Xayah also having a small CS lead.
How does Team 9 come back from this?
How does Team 9 come back from this? They have to look for a really, really good team fight. Their pick potential is really not that great. I mean, you have
Here we go. We have a big fight here.
Oh, Renekton going into the
Renekton on
back
the
line. Cassiopeia will go down. Kalista picks up Tarek. Will he re-engage?
They're going to be able to just run this down with the Baron minions.
Oh, they do not re-engage.
The base is starting to crumble for Team 9.
Renekton will go down. Inhibitor falling. Iron missing his Q. Rakan dashing his safety.
Clam!
Oh my goodness. Lee Sin, Azir,
The clean-
Rakan. 3 kills each. And they might look to end right now.
They could end now.
They
I think
have
they're going to.
Baron minions. Wow, a
Oh, wow, they're gonna kill the
22-minute
Aatrox?
game. They got the Aatrox too.
Oh
And
my
Aatrox
gosh.
will fall. That will be an ace. And that is game number 1.
Going over to Team 37.
Team 37 ending that swiftly.
Right after that
Painlessly.
Baron made one push.
That was textbook right there. 15k gold lead. Team 9 had no way of coming back from that.
Wow.
Really impressive start, game 1 from Team 37. You would think that Team 9 probably is going to look to draft a stronger jungler coming into game 2 because Ivern just was not cutting it.
I know that Ivern's a comfort pick for their jungler, but when you have Clam on Lee Sin like that, it's very difficult to capitalize in the early game with the Ivern.
Absolutely. Team 37 really relying on their pick potential with both the Lee Sin and the Rakan. Rakan flash knockup is just very, very potent. Makes a lot of picks right there. You see when they were diving turret, perfect. And they just got all the kills right there, ending the game.
Yep, look for Team 9 to maybe ban Xayah or Rakan. Probably Rakan in this next game to try and get rid of that pick potential. Maybe look for them to ban away the Lee Sin too.
Yeah.
I think Team 37 just has so many weapons, it's going to be difficult to ban all of those away.
Yeah. Team 9, they drafted a very team fight heavy composition. I mean, Aatrox can survive forever in a team comp.
Yep.
Cassiopeia just gets a lot of damage in the team. And
They
of
couldn't
course,
get there.
Tarek. Yeah, they just couldn't get late game where they were 5v5 A-ramming. So look for Team 9 to maybe draft a different kind of composition right now because that
was
team
brutal.
fight,
That was brutal.
that was not good. Once again, with that featured matchup, I mean, Azir dominated.
Absolutely
Dominated lane, dominated gold. It just wasn't fair.
No, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, so
100 CS up at the end of the game. That's insane.
yeah, so look for them to actually ban Azir again this game, and we might see Team 37 pull out the Yasuo. I mean, Holy's Yasuo is insane, so we might see that.
If we get Team 9, though, if Team 9 ends up picking blue side, we could ban away the Azir, and then they could take Yasuo too.
That is true. That is true. But Holy, he's a master player. He plays a lot of mid laners, so we'll
His
have to see.
champion pool is very diverse.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they try and ban out. And I think Team 9 really needs to draft any kind of jungler to shut down Holy as soon as possible.
Maybe look for a Rek'Sai.
Rek'Sai, very good gank potential.
Graves, if it doesn't get banned.
Graves. See, Graves scales really, really well, but his ganks aren't nearly as good. You need a very CC heavy.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
look
would
for-
really like to see them maybe pick up a Sejuani too.
Yeah, I think Sejuani definitely. Very high pick potential. If they had a Sejuani that game, they could snipe the Azir. And just the picks really,
Sejuani,
really
maybe
strong.
Hecarim even. They just need something that can survive those early fights with that Lee Sin. I know it's
Absolutely.
going to be difficult, but a Sejuani might have the tankiness that you need.
Absolutely. And now if we see Team 9 ban out Xayah Rakan, We'll have to see what Zach and Nomi can pick because they picked a very hard disengage team comp, which worked out perfect because, I mean, you have Callista Tarek. They want to engage into you once they hit level 6. So if we do see these Zyricon bans, we will have to see what Zach and Nomi pick.
I assume Nomi's probably going to go for that Nami or Karma.
Absolutely.
We didn't see that.
Yep, we did not see Nami that game, but Nomi, big Nami main, played over 80 games, Nami last season. Diamond Nami, so much utility. You got the healing, you got CC, you have disengage from Nami ult.
Yep.
Just some things to consider.
right, guys, here we go. We're getting ready for game 2 here. The players are loaded in, and we're about to start Champ Select.
All right. There's 2 bands coming out, Renekton and still Galio band from Team 37. They definitely
We do have a side switch this game, though, so Team 9 did opt for the blue side.
Yep. So we just saw the Galio and Singed band, same bands from last game. Definitely do not want to see expansion Singed or Fortnite's Galio. They are both comfort picks, so they do not want to see that.
I think they're trying to ban out Xpele here, because Xpele played Renekton last game, plays some Syndra. They could flex to the mid lane. There's the Lee Sin ban, what we would kind of expect after Clam kind of popped off on that last game.
Yep. They banned Renekton. Kind of surprised to see that. Renekton Aatrox actually went very, very...
I thought it went fine for
yeah.
Aatrox. It was fine for Aatrox.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's the Yasuo pick.
Oh, boy. And we have a Yasuo pick for Morris.
That's likely going to... Yeah, it's going to go top lane for Morris. He plays a lot of Yasuo. Oh, the Set pick. This could be really good for Xpele.
Yep.
Set does fine into Yasuo because Set has that really big shield that he can gain at the end to prevent Yasuo. He has the survivability to survive Yasuo in the early game. And once he gets Blade of the Ruined King, he can scrap with Yasuo.
Absolutely. It'll probably depend on how Yasuo trades early game.
Yep.
And we'll see if the jungler comes up top.
They're gonna take away that Graves since Lee Sin's gone.
Graves?
Expect them to go Graves. We get the Kindred.
And it's a Kindred pick.
Does play some Kindred though. Clam does has some history with the Kindred. Really excited to see how this goes because, it looks like they're drafting a very fight heavy team. I'm curious to see if they're gonna have any kind of tankiness in their team, any frontliners that if maybe Team 9 can get to the late game. There's a Zac for Team 9. If Team 9 can maybe get to the late game and we don't have any frontliners for Team 37, Team 9 might be able to make something happen in a team fight.
Yep, absolutely. Team 9 still going for that early scrap comp.
The
Zac.
ultimate late game pick.
Oh my goodness, Kog'Maw. Zac has a lot of CC, but not a lot of peel. It's very difficult for a Zac to peel for the back line. He's more of an engage.
Yeah, a lot of engage.
Zac Yasuo really has a lot of synergy because obviously Zac E knocks up and Zac R.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do go with some kind of peel pick at support here. Heavy peel for this Kog'Maw. They banned the Lulu with the Cog.
Yep, Lulu Kog'Maw, obviously the classic synergy.
The #1 lane. We do have the Blitzcrank here though for Nomi.
Blitzcrank really good into Kog'Maw because Kog'Maw is very, very immobile.
Yep. Easy hooks in lane. Kog'Maw's going to have to play really far back. They're going to invest everything into trying to get to 25 or 30 minutes so this Kog'Maw can scale up.
Absolutely. We'll see in bot lane how Bush...
There's the Morgana. They banned the Morgana so they can't counter that Blitzcrank anymore.
Yep, it's going to be all about Bush control in the bottom lane. If Blitzcrank and his ADC can get a lot of Bush control, he has free reign all over bottom lane because Kog'Maw cannot step up to CS, and that's what they're probably going to look to do. They're probably going to pick a high lane priority.
They get rid of that LeBlanc to assassinate the Kog'Maw.
Mm-hmm. They're probably going to get a high priority ADC to deal with that Kog'Maw.
And get rid of the Akali. I'm curious to see what Holy takes into this Kog'Maw. He does not know his laner yet. They might save for a counter pick at the last pick.
We still have ADC and mid still picking for Team 37.
Let's see where they go.
ADC, I would not be surprised to see a Caitlyn or...
I can see a Kate. Oh, there's the... Are we going to get Victor?
Or, oh, they did a Sivir.
Does really make sense with that Blitzcrank. Speed him up to get in range for that hook. Sivir, Blitzcrank can take over a Kog'Maw lane in the early game.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do we have here? We have a Vayne pick. Now, they're flexing everything, you know.
Where are all of these going?
Vayne could go top lane, Yasuo could go mid lane, and Kog'Maw could stay
Do you think they'll
bot.
put Fortnite on Vayne and send Fortnite top? And put Morris on Yasuo mid against Holy? There's the Tom King.
I think that might be it, unless we have an AP Kog'Maw coming mid, which you never know. I mean, Team 9 has to pull something out of their hat after what happened last game.
I have no clue. That's a very good peel pick for that Kog'Maw. Tom Kinch can eat the Kog'Maw and get him out of a dangerous fight. Whenever there's that Blitzcrank Sivir, if he gets pulled in, Tom Kinch could flash in, grab the Kog'Maw, and get out.
Yep.
There's that Victor pick. Very intrigued by this Victor pick. I know Holy feels very... Oh, there's Cassie at the last second.
Last second, Cassiopeia.
You know?
And hold on. Are they going to have
Okay,
Clam on Cassiopeia? Clam is their jungler.
Let's wait. They might be switching around and stuff like that. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah.
Very intrigued how they end up doing this. Kind of expect the Kog'Maw Tahm Kench. It's what we would expect in the bottom lane.
Yep. I think it's going to be Vayne top lane against Set. Now,
gonna...
Vayne.
I don't see. I think, but Morris is their Yasuo player. I think they have to have Yasuo on Morris.
Yeah, yeah. I do believe.
What are they going to do? There's a lot of switching around going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I still think it's going to be Vayne top. Vayne top is very good against Set. Set, if he builds tank items, doesn't matter. Vayne does percent health, true damage.
Set will struggle against Vayne if it's Vayne top.
Absolutely.
But I think Storm is going to keep the Vayne.
And Holy keeps Kindred. So
what
Cassiopeia.
I think they're just playing off rolls.
Clam.
They're just playing off rolls.
Yeah, I think they're deciding to switch it up. I mean, Clam last season was Master.
Wow. A lot of flexes going on in this game.
Yep. Clam was Master last season, and he also plays a little bit of mid, so seeing the Cassiopeia is kind of surprising. But
very intrigued by that.
But maybe Team 37 trying to remain a little unpredictable so Team 9 can't counter.
I'm really excited, though, to see Holy in the jungle.
Yep.
Holy, as a former Challenger player and now a Master player, could be very good in the jungle, and it'd be really cool to see how he handles the map in the early game.
Absolutely. Mid-jungle, very similar. You have to have a lot of map presence, a lot of map awareness.
A lot of roam awareness, too, from that mid lane.
Absolutely. So let's see if that knowledge can transition into the jungle, even though that's not his main role.
There's a lot of switching going on. Who do you think won this draft?
I think this draft was actually a lot more even.
I think it was a very even draft. I would give a little bit of an edge to Team 9.
Yeah, I think the Zac Yasuo is synergizes so well, gives him that pick potential, gives them that really hard engage, and of course with the Kog'Maw Tahm Kench, they can back out of anything they want to.
Yeah, I really like Team 9's team here. They are a bit squishy outside of the Zac, Tahm Kench. The others are pretty vulnerable, but that Tahm Kench, you're able to eat somebody and get them out of the fight. I don't know why they didn't bring that Vayne. Maybe that Vayne is gonna go top. We don't know.
Yep. With the ADC top lane, of course, range top laners being very meta. Around patch 10.8. So Vayne top, not an odd pick, especially in the set. We'll have to see how Team 37 responds. I mean, Team 37 also very squishy. They have a Kindred jungle. They don't have a tank jungle like Zac. Really, their only tank is Set. I mean, Blitzcrank can kind of get tanky, but not really. Blitzcrank doesn't really get a lot of gold to build all his tank items. I mean, he wants to build certain things like Zeke's Convergence, and he wants to rush Mobies first, so he can roam. So Blitzcrank's really not that tanky of a champion.
I have a feeling that if we get to this team fight phase, it's going to be a lot harder for Team 37 to operate. That Sivir, though, Sivir is so lethal in a team fight.
Absolutely. Sivir is very, very good in team fight. Sivir can also spell shield that Zac knockup.
Yep.
So it's very hard for Yasuo to dive that backline like he would like to. Blitzcrank also, just that auto E, you can't really stop it. Blitzcrank has a lot of pick potential as well, especially against this Kog'Maw. We'll see. I think the big matchup.
Bot.
Yeah, I think the big matchup is going to be this bot lane. All right, because if this Kog'Maw gets to free farm and gets all his levels, all his items that he wants to, once he gets that
two-item lead, once he gets that Rage Blade, he's going to take off.
Yep. I think the matchup to look at this game is going to be bot lane. I believe that Holy's going to try and play through bot lane to prevent this Kog'Maw from snowballing.
Yeah, and the Kindred being in the game adds a whole nother mini game with those marks, right?
Yep,
so we're going to have to play around those marks. Once Kindred gets 4 marks, she gets really strong. So trying to prevent those marks for the side of Team 9, it's going to be very difficult. They're going to have to play around that.
It's definitely going to be difficult, but we saw last time Team 9, before they lost all that gold lead, they were taking every single neutral objective.
That's true. They had the neutral objectives.
So if Holy can't get all these Kindred marks, because Team 9 is securing all these neutral objectives, then they might be in trouble.
They could be.
Because Kindred really relies on these marks. And obviously, Blitzcrank is a perfect pick into Kindred because you can pull her out of her R. So we'll see how it goes.
We are now loaded in the game. We're going to see how everyone starts here. We had a wild start last game. Let's see what they do this game. Everyone buying here.
All right. We will see if Team 37 pulls off another cheeky play.
Looks like Team 9 might look to Umbrella here. They might play defensive.
Nothing.
I think Team 37 is going to do the same.
Yep, nothing too spicy here. Everyone going to their positions. Nobody looking for invade. That's a little surprising. Blitzcrank has such a potent invade. You would think that
Especially
he would
against
try
that
to.
Kog'Maw who's so immobile and would have to burn Flash if he can't dodge that hook.
Yep. Oh, so it's actually looking like it's going to be Kog'Maw mid.
Yeah, with the Comet, so we're kind of assuming that it's going to be an AP Kog'Maw.
Yeah, if we pull up the items here, it's probably going to be a Doran's ring, and that will definitely confirm it's AP Kog'Maw mid. Now, Kog'Maw mid's a very, very safe pick, especially into another mage like Cassiopeia. Oh, now we got some action right here. Team 37's looking to invade their enemy's blue. Set, seeing the Yasuo. I'm pretty sure the Yasuo sees Set. Will they respond? Cassiopeia's rotating over. Kog'Maw's rotating. And looks like Team 9 is just going to concede this blue like they did last time. Zach starting Raptors. Zach is probably going to go to his red and straight to the enemy blue to prevent that 3 buff lead that he lost just like last game as Ivern.
If Kindred gets that 3 buff lead this game, it's going to be very difficult for Zach to stay engaged in the early game.
Yep. Zach is a very late game champion. Once he gets his Cinder Hulk and Warmogs, he can dive over and over and over again.
Yep.
All he has to do is sit outside of combat, and the passive Warmog just heals them all up in 5
So many
seconds.
dynamic ganking options with that Zach too. He can come from over any wall with that E. A very powerful ganking ability in the early game.
Yep. Kindred cleaning up Zach's top side jungle. This Zach?
Oh, we got hooked.
Oh, nothing.
Oh no, Zach's moving into the top side jungle. There was no
This
vision.
is a mistake right here. Kindred's just going to get all
Kindred's
this jungle.
gonna clean house.
She's going to get all her top side jungle and all her bot side jungle. Zach, I think, realizes this.
I think he's gonna jet for the bot side.
Yep. Either that, he's going to go to Krugs.
Oh no.
Oh, this is going to be very,
This is very bad for Zach.
Either way, I believe if Zach were to invade, you see that roar that Cassiopeia set, that would sniff out that Zach invade. Zach probably would have died.
Expansion's gonna have a really tough time on this Zach here.
Oh, yeah.
If he does not move into that bot side jungle, he's going to fall really far behind.
Absolutely.
He needs to go invade red side's bot side jungle.
I'm not sure though if Kindred knows that Zach
don't-
hasn't farmed her bot side
I
jungle.
don't think she does. There was no vision over there.
I think she's just assumed that. There was no vision there, so Kindred staying top, looking to gank this Yasuo. Set obviously can E-flash. Set still has that flash. All right. Morris. Oh, right into the
no.
Kindred. Oh no, he still has flash. Kindred blows flash. Kindred has red buff.
This is
Yasuo
gonna
is
be a
not getting
death.
away.
This is gonna be a death.
Oh, and Set gets the first blood. That is very bad.
Oh, here we go. We have
Those Yasuo.
expansion moving into the bot side jungle now to start farming Kindred's bot side. This is really
All
good.
right.
Really
This
good
is-
for expansion.
This is definitely very good for expansion. He would have been so far behind. But
Let's crank hook missed.
Kindred's going to get that free mark on that scuttle. So Kindred's going to get that scuttle vision. Yasuo is rotating. And very even lanes all throughout.
Let's see where this next Kindred mark spawns to.
Yeah, that's Kog'Maw, very suspect first item. He got a corrupting pot first item. I don't know what all that's about. But with Comet, you can only assume that he's going to go AP Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I don't like the... Oh, Zach gank over the wall.
Oh! The over-the-wall gank, and it will amount to nothing but a Blitzcrank flash. Now that flash is very important. Blitzcrank flash really lets Vayne stay really, really safe right here. Now, mid lane's really, really pushed up, so Cassiopeia is actually a very easy gank. Cassiopeia is not a very mobile jungler. I mean, mid laner. And Kog'Maw has that nice slow that really sets up those ganks. Looks like Zach took the bottom side scuttle, preventing Kindred from getting that mark. Very smart by Zach, and Zach's going to take a back right here. With Kindred pathing up, there is nobody to contest the Infernal Drake right now. Mid does not have prio. Bot lane has prio. So it's going to be pretty even. I don't think anyone can take Drake right now, but that is the current main objective. With Kindred pathing up, the main objective might be another Yasuo kill.
Look, we have Vayne out farming Sivir and out pushing Sivir too.
Yep. All right, Yasuo realizing he's getting
again.
ganked, throws up the wind wall, and
He has no flash. There's
he's
no way he
done
gets
for.
out of this
There
one,
is
right?
no flash.
Tornado? Oh, he's
Oh, right in the center. X-Pele
dead.
lands
0-2. That feels really bad against that Set early game, too. He's going to get bullied hard.
Absolutely. Set, opting to go Phage first. Really good against that Yasuo. Gets that movement speed.
Yep, he can
catch
keep up
to
with him.
Kindred, once again, farming
Sivir
top side
counter
of
push
Zach.
here. Hopefully they should be able to shove this in the tower and get this wave to bounce. They're going to opt to back. Yeah, I was saying I really don't like the corrupting potion start from this Kog'Maw mid. Prefer the raw mana regen that Doran's Ring gives you, and the two pots.
Absolutely.
And the AP is so nice early game too.
Absolutely. I think that what the thinking right behind the corrupting pot, it's so cost efficient. While any kind of Doran's,
It is cost efficient.
any kind of Doran's item is not all that cost efficient.
Because you're going to sell it once you get to the late mid game anyway.
Absolutely. Oh, looks like Kog'Maw might go down here. He pops the cleanse,
wow.
but it's way too late.
Flam takes advantage of that back and oh wow.
Oh man.
0-3 start here for Team 9. This is very difficult for them to come back from.
Well, that wasn't a cleanse. I don't know what he popped there. Now this Cassiopeia is getting a very, very big lead on this Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kog'Maw scales infinitely. So having a 20 CS lead isn't
It's
the end
so
of the
different
world.
though with an AP Kog'Maw compared to attack speed.
This is true. This is true. All right. Zach gets the smite. He's in his own
Kindred's
jungle.
gonna secure the blue
Yasuo's
buff.
rotating. Oh, he gets the knockup. Yasuo ults.
the
Kindred
Kindred art.
pops her own ult. Zach still has passive here, I believe. So Zach will be able to live. Kog'Maw,
Kog'Maw joins the fight. It's a 3v1 on set now.
Yep,
Will
Kog'Maw
Kindred
has-
stay around?
no attack speed. Once again, he's
Zach
going
passive
AP
pops.
Kog'Maw.
Oh, the set's
Oh,
gonna go
set
down.
goes down. That's a fatty shutdown for that Yasuo. That's going to be very, very nice. Yasuo really likes to get that
We'll
gold.
get back in this. Hopefully, yes, now Yasuo's gonna go top, pressure that, push that into the tower, and now get that wave to bounce. Denying set.
Oh, the
great hook.
prediction! Hook and Tom Kench. That is why they picked Tom Kench right there.
Right.
Even though he hits the hook, can't follow up on the knockup. Tom Kench eats that.
Great peel. Cassie's a... She doesn't have the Kindred help right now. They're all the way back to the inner tower.
And
I think she's playing a
Cassiopeia-
little bit far up.
She's a little far up. She does not have flash. This is a little sus.
Zach's gonna opt to back here.
This is definitely.
Clam is building quite the CS lead in the mid lane.
Yep, that is
That's a 30 CS lead already at 8 minutes.
absolutely. Let's see if
The only
Kindred-
place that Team 9 is winning in CS is in the bottom lane, that vein.
Oh, Kindred going to sneak the Rift Herald. Oh, never mind.
Hops
Decides
back out.
not to. Bot lane currently going very even between Vayne and Sivir. You would probably think that Sivir would have
Right.
lane prio would have more CS. So that's a little bit surprising. And obviously, you don't want Vayne to get to late game.
Yeah, if
That's
this
gonna be
Vayne
very
can
bad.
go 0-0-0 and get through the mid game and get both of her items, the Blade of the Rune King and the Rage Blade, she's going to be in a great spot to start shredding some of these members of Team 37.
Absolutely, she can shred blitz.
Here she
like you're
goes.
seeing right now.
Oh, great
Blitzcrank
dodge on the hook.
misses.
Gonna eat,
Tom
gonna
Kench
eat.
has the full stack.
Oh.
He eats them. Blitzcrank might go down.
Blitzcrank
Sivir
will go
heal.
down.
Blitzcrank goes down. Sivir is in big trouble. Zach R
Uh-oh,
running
Storm
flash.
Leon, here we go.
The spell shield's gone. Oh, Sivir's gonna
Oh,
go
it's gonna
down
be a
too.
double for
Cassiopeia too late to rotate. Zach's coming down as well.
Do we have a Yasuo? Oh, the ult from Yasuo. We have the ult from
Oh,
Set.
ult from Set.
Oh,
and
wow,
Set has
Boris.
no W. Yasuo brings down Set. And all of a sudden, Team 9's
A bounce
gold
back.
deficit is shrinking like no other. It's only a 0.5k gold
Look for a
lead.
dragon fight here too. We have Blitz and Kindred coming.
Blitz and Kindred. I think they'll be able to burst it down. Does Blitz have smite?
Oh!
Does Blitz not have smite? Oh, he takes down the dragon. Oh, and the Zac is not able to escape, and he also does not have passive, so he will
Zach
go down
did
there.
get the dragon
Oh,
though.
Now,
Uh-oh.
now he
Kog'Maw's
might
in
go
a bad
down.
spot.
Kog'Maw. Kindred had red buff. He definitely could have run down Kog'Maw, but it might have been right in tower.
Yeah,
So,
very risky.
so good back off by Kindred. Their Kindred is getting very, very fed, but keep in mind, Zac is also a very late game jungler as well. Zac,
Yeah, once Zach gets big, I mean, but Kindred should be able to shred that Zach late game.
he should. But still, Zach likes to get late game, get really tanky,
Yep.
and just dive over and over and over again with that
Especially with that
warm-ups.
Yasuo, too.
Absolutely. This Yasuo is really starting to get beefy. He's closing the CS lead, and I
What is
can't
he
help
rushing?
but think.
Oh, is he rushing Blade?
I think he
he's
might
rushing
be.
Blade of the Ruined King.
You see that recurve though.
I would have normally expected Yasuo to go crit early. But
Yeah.
Blade of the Ruined King is very strong in the current patch, so probably
Mm-hmm.
will be taking advantage of that and having that for as long as possible.
Yeah, I think he's gonna power spike significantly faster than the set.
Yeah,
First of
because
all,
Set's also going to have more health than the Yasuo will.
yeah,
That Blade
but
of the Ruined King is going to be more useful.
oh yeah, but the problem is, Set's going Phage first, and that's not a component on Blade of the Ruined King. I get that Set wants that extra movement speed,
Right.
but
I think he's just going to rush Triforce because he's going to get that Stinger.
oh, that might be
He
the
did
case
get
as
Ninja
well.
Tabby too, though, so that's going to help a lot with the Yasuo auto attacks.
Absolutely.
This top lane is going to be very interesting to see how this moves into the mid game.
Cassiopeia now has her Archangel staff.
Currently stomping the mid lane. That
Absolutely. Holy.
Uh-oh.
It's all the way up there
Oh,
from
no.
the bush.
Does have flash.
Yasuo has flash. Yasuo has ult. Let's see if he can outplay there. Yasuo decides not to take that arc. Very smart
Good.
by Yasuo. Cassiopeia is rotating up. I do not think this Yasuo is going to escape right now.
No. Hopefully he doesn't waste flash. Uh-oh.
Hopefully not.
Can
Oh,
they kill
Yasuo
Kindred?
is turning. Does Kindred have ult? Oh, Kindred takes him down. Kindred
Holy.
does blow flash though. Yasuo still has it.
Yasuo does have TP too, so he can get back to that lane fairly quickly.
Yep.
But then he will lose it for any fights near Dragon.
Yep. You know, it's kind of surprising. I thought that this Kindred would play through bot lane, but since Zach is playing so hard through top lane because of obviously Zach Yasuo, it seems that Kindred's also playing through top to counter jungle to Zach.
Yeah. Oh, he got grounded. He couldn't
He
use
got
his E.
grounded. Zach blows his flash. Blitzcrank misses hook.
Dodges the hook. Oh,
Zach's
Clam's
gonna-
gonna take this one.
Oh, he has passive. Yasuo does
I
have
would
TP.
give this one to Clam.
Oh,
Yasuo's gonna
Yasuo
save it.
uses TP to save Zach. Cassiopeia R. It's a big team fight. Cassiopeia about to go down. They cannot finish Cassiopeia. She
They did
escaped from
kill
the
the
fight.
Vayne. They did kill the Vayne.
Tom Kench getting very low. Tom
here
Kench
comes
pops
the Cogmo.
shield. Sivir will go down. This Yasuo going an extra kill. Yasuo flash misses.
Oh,
Gets
no.
hit by that. Yasuo dashing the wrong way. Can he hit the Cassiopeia?
Oh, he
Cassiopeia
can.
takes him down.
The
But
Tom
the Tom
Kench
Kench
tongue.
with the execute. Really slow rotation by Team 9's mid laner.
So we had a 3 for 2 in favor of Team 37. Really
Yep.
not what you want from Team 9, and Kindred's going to be able to get a mark on the bot side of the river.
Yup, and Set is going to take this free tower since Yasuo had a TP bot.
This is turning into a nightmare for Team 9. They are now almost 4,000 gold behind.
Yep. I don't think that team fight was favorable for them because not only did Yasuo die and Set was able to slow push a big wave, but then he also wasted TP so he couldn't get back to top.
Right, and I think the big thing that happened too was Vayne died early in the fight. Tom Kinch didn't eat Vayne in time. Vayne was too far away.
Yep. And that all stems from that Zach. Really, I understand that they really want to be aggressive with their Vision because Vision does win games, but that Zach was wrong
very
place,
overextended.
wrong place, wrong time. Cassiopeia hit that
W,
beautiful
yep.
ground, and Zach had nowhere to go.
Look for them to maybe shoot for Rift Herald here and then move towards the dragon.
Yep. Right now, Kindred is building a very solid CS lead on
Yep.
this Zach.
Out-leveling the
Yasuo,
Zac early game by 2 levels. Oh wow, Yasuo took a lot of damage.
yeah, that Cassiopeia is huge.
They
She's
decided
3
to
and 1.
switch now, so the Cogmaw's gonna go lane top.
Oh, and
Oh.
he pulls the Tom Kench. But Tom
Kench
Kench
does
will
a
just
flash.
walk away.
Condemn!
Condemn right into the wall. Tom Kench building up stacks. There's also a fight mid lane. Cassiopeia R hits nothing. Cassiopeia will go down. Kindred trying to hop over the wall.
Oh, doesn't make it. That's
Yeah.
2 kills for Team 9.
Oh, and that is a
Vayne's gonna
700 gold shutdown on Kindred as well.
Vayne's gonna fall though. We do have a TP coming in. Kog'Maw
Oh.
TP's bot. Maybe Kog'Maw can clean up here.
Tom Kench falls Kog'Maw using his
misses
R's.
2 Rs.
Zach closing in. Yasuo closing in.
I think they're dead.
opting to go for the Sivir. The Sivir's going to escape with Spell Shield.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the Chilling Smite.
They're so
by
low.
Zach.
They are
all
so
so low. If Kog'Maw can land one R, they are all going to die.
Oh, he got the Sivir.
The Sivir with the shutdown gold. That's going to be a free
This will be
Mountain
Dragon.
Drake for Zach Yasuo.
2 dragons for Team 9 early and a lot of really big shutdowns.
And
Look at
those are really good dragons too. You're getting Mountain Dragon for a Zach. And then a Tom Kench as well. And you got Fire Drake
that.
earlier
Yep.
for Yasuo.
You do get a little bit more raw damage for that Kog'Maw and Yasuo too.
Absolutely. So once again, Team 9 dominating in the early game objectives. But what they cannot seem to dominate is these Kindred marks.
Yeah.
Kindred's stacking up all these marks now. I'm not exactly sure how many marks she has right now, but it's got to be a lot.
Yep. And this gold lead is getting larger. It's shrunk a little bit, but they still have a gold lead, right? They're still at 3. They were just at 4,000. They're at 3,000 gold lead still. That's still a significant gold lead at 16 minutes.
Yep.
And all stemming
Yasuo
from
looking
the
to make a
CS.
play. Will he hit this tornado? No, he will not.
The top lane CS, both laners are significantly underfarmed. 94 CS at 16 minutes and 117 CS at 16 minutes.
Absolutely. And with the next objective on the map being Rift Herald, everyone should begin to start rotating. I mean, you have Kog'Maw bot lane. He's opting to take...
Oh, the Yasuo's
Oh
gonna
my
go down,
goodness.
I think.
Yasuo dashing the wrong way.
Oh, the hook
Blitzcrank
missed.
misses the hook, and Yasuo escapes. And Team 37 pinging their own team. That's classic League of Legends for you guys. Set is just
Set just-
mowing down this
That
tower.
tower might fall.
Blade of Ruin King really good for these split pushers
Yep.
in this patch 10.8.
Yep. He did opt to rush the Triforce, though.
Yep. Once he gets Blade of the Ruin King, though, he is probably going to mow down towers
Yep.
even faster.
I do like the Bramble Vest early against that Yasuo, against that Vayne. Really, really good against those two champions.
Yep.
It would be even better if the Kog'Maw was attack speed.
This is playing out just like it was in Game 1. Team 37 is going to take this Rift Herald. We'll see what they can do with that. You know, they might look to bust down this mid tower.
I think they are going to try and bust down this mid tower. Busting down that mid tower opens up so much of the map for you.
Absolutely. It gives you
And they
significant
see
map control.
Kog'Maw bot. They see Vayne top. I think it
There's
would be a good
4
idea to
people
drop
right
it.
here. They're looking to dive this Yasuo. This Yasuo is smart. He's going to back off right
I
here.
think they're going to take the mid tower. Oh, we have an
Oh.
engage.
Zach not able to knock up the
A peel
Sivir.
back from Sivir. Going to re-engage. Zach's
Oh,
going to
Zach
fall.
passive. Zach's going to fall. Kindred's cleaning up. Tom Kench losing a lot of
Tom
health
Kench
right
should
there. His
fall.
shield's gone. Tom Kench is
Wow.
gone. Kog'Maw rotating late.
That Cassiopeia
And
is
it's
just
too
mowing
little,
people down right
too
now.
late.
Oh, that Sivir.
Kog'Maw looking to snipe from the backline.
Zach is playing with fire right now on that Sivir.
Yeah, Kog'Maw really wants to look for this level 13 before he starts team fighting. That adds a lot of extra range. Oh, Blitzcrank almost executed.
Oh, she
Cassio
misses
with
the
the
flash
flash
arm.
R misses everything. Cassiopeia
gonna
will fall
fall.
right here. No,
Oh, the
Zonia's. Oh, that.
I think that was a
Kog'Maw
waste of
R.
a stopwatch.
Yep.
There's no reason to stopwatch there if you're already going to fall.
Kog'Maw R took down Cassiopeia. Now Kog'Maw is starting to scale. AP Kog'Maw may not scale as well as
It
AD
definitely
Kog'Maw.
doesn't.
But still, once AP Kog'Maw gets a couple items, he
will
can
do a lot
really
of
start
damage in the mid-game.
absolutely. He can definitely start poking from afar before a team fight starts.
And he went that tier. He went tier of the goddess and got that Archangel staff, so he's going to be beefy on mana in the mid game.
Absolutely. I play myself a little bit of AP Kog'Maw. And let me tell you, I don't go 2-1-4. I might go like 0-4-2, all right? So this is looking good for the AP Kog'Maw right now.
It is. The Yasuo has 5 kills. That's a lot of gold income. He got that crit now, so he's up to 50% crit because of the double of his passive.
Yep.
Vayne's
absolutely.
2-2. Got the first item.
Set-
Looking for that Rage Blade next.
Set just knocks down that tower. I mean, Blade of the Ruin King is also is good for knocking down towers, but Triforce, obviously.
That Sheen.
That Sheen proc, very good for knocking down towers as well.
And that Yasuo wind wall too is going to do some damage to Team 37. That
Absolutely.
wind wall is going to stop the Sivir, the Cassiopeia E's. It's going to stop the Kindred autos too. It's going to be
Absolutely.
very difficult to get some of those things through.
Yep, we'll see if Yasuo opts to keep team fighting. I think that's where he's shining right now. This
Correct.
Kog'Maw is matching the set in every single split and just trying to farm up, which is what Kog'Maw should do.
Kog'Maw has closed the gap a little bit on the CS. It was about 30 CS. It's about 25 CS now. He's about to take some more CS, so hopefully they should get down to around 20.
Cassiopeia with the BM.
Uh-oh.
Flashing. Oh.
Zach does not have passive.
Zach didn't have passive. Zach could have queued that.
Oh, the condemn!
Oh, condemn into the wall.
But the Cassiopeia are hits.
Yep. Vayne has to get out of there. Minions are killing Vayne right now. Vayne's really, really low. Vayne cannot follow up. Zach dies. And the Rift turret will take mid turret. Oh, looks like Cassiopeia is going to fall right now.
In trouble. Oh, the Archangel!
Yasuo R. Not enough. Yeah,
Nope,
Archangel's not enough. This Yasuo is really starting to get big right now.
He is getting very large. He is behind 40 CS though, so even though he does have 6 kills, he's almost even with that Set in terms of gold. Set just needs to back and go by.
Absolutely. But you can't help but think that in a couple minutes, Yasuo is really... Oh, Tom Kench gets pulled in. Tom Kench is just going to walk away. That boy is way too tanky. But I can't help but think that once Yasuo gets 100% crit, I mean, crit is the strongest stat in the game, right?
Right.
He's going to start mowing down some of these
Especially once he gets Infinity Edge too, if he goes that route. It's going to double the crit damage that happens, and he's going to have 100% crit. He's going to be mowing down all of these squishies.
Absolutely.
1437. That
Absolutely.
Kindred, that Cassiopeia, the Sivir, they're going to get 3 or 4 autoed by this Yasuo.
Yep, and the only person standing in the Yasuo's way is a Set with only armor boots.
Yep, and he has the Bramble Vest, but
Yep.
he has not backed in a while. I'm curious. He's got to have a lot of gold sitting in that pocket.
Yeah, there is not too much tank to this team. Late game,
They did come back, though, and pick up that Ocean Drake.
yeah.
Taking those Ocean Drakes away from Team 9 on an Ocean map is going to be really, really important. Because if that Yasuo ends up getting that Ocean Soul, whenever he ults into that team fight, after he takes damage, he's going to heal back so much because of that Ocean Drake.
Absolutely.
Denying him that Ocean Drake is going to be really, really important.
Not only that, but Zach, even if he doesn't have Warmogs, really, really likes that Ocean Drake
Yeah.
as well. Right now, trying to claim Vision. Team 37 got a really, really early Baron last time. They might opt to go for this Baron as well. Set does have TP. They are setting up for Baron. They have full vision control. A control ward in Pixel Brush. They're setting up for a... Oh my goodness. They're setting up for a bush gank right here. Blitzcrank staying in this bush. They're going to go for this really, really early Baron.
Very early Baron. Oh, they're going to peel off.
They're going to back off. Team 9 sees this. They know they might go Baron, but they have no vision there. And it looks like they're going to split back out and farm again.
So, I don't know if I know Holy's done very well in this Kindred this game. I don't know if I like Holy in the jungle over putting Holy in the mid lane. I think I like Clam better in the jungle.
Yep. But
Holy,
even then, Clam still has near perfect CS.
This
222
is true. They
CS.
just haven't denied the Kog'Maw as much CS as they did the mid laner last game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Last game, the Team 9's Cassiopeia could not get anything. There's 3 down here.
We got a
What can this
3v1?
Yasuo do? Oh, this Yasuo ults the wrong person. He ults Set. He wanted to ult
That's a
Sivir.
solo queue Yasuo right there.
Oh, and the Yasuo manages to escape. Has to blow Flash, though. That's really important on Yasuo.
This
Kog'Maw is in
Fortnite
deep
is in
trouble.
very deep trouble.
Oh, Cassiopeia misses his R on Kog'Maw. Tom
Does
Kench
flash away from Zach, though.
not able to save Vayne. Tom Kench is going
Tom Kench
down.
is going down.
Zach
Zach is gonna go
passive
down, too.
is going to go down as well.
I think. Not yet. Now he goes down.
Yes, he is going to go down.
That is a near ace for Team 37. Only Yasuo remains. They're not going to be
Absolutely.
able to
That
contest
is going
this
to
Baron.
be a free Baron. And they are going to just push this Goldie with this Baron. They might do that 1-3-1 split again. It's almost impossible to stop with Baron buff.
Especially with the Sivir, she pushes so hard, and this team is going to take towers so quickly with the Sivir and the Kindred. Oh, Kindred's about to go grab another mark, too.
Yep, Zach with the BM say you should surrender, you can't win.
Jeez.
Yasuo caught up a little bit in CS, but this set is getting beefier and beefier. Triforce, he saved up for a Death Dance. Really, really good buy right there. Provides both MR and armor with the new patch. And we will see what Team 37 decides to do with this Baron buff.
Yeah, I think the right move here is to bring all of your prio bot lane. So bring your Baron group bot lane, maybe send Cassiopeia mid lane or the Kindred, and get both mid lane and bot lane pushed in with that Baron, and then you can go move on the Dragon.
Absolutely. I mean, Set still has TP, which still provides them a lot of map presence, so they can still win any team fight. Now, Zach prepping for a gank on this Set. But Blitzcrank there to sniff it out. Man, this vision control by Team 37 is just really
they're
strong.
just starting to choke Team 9 out of the game.
Yep.
Look at this, they're building this gold lead more. We're almost up to 10,000. We're almost up to 9,000.
And they don't have to do much. It's Baron buff.
Yeah.
All they have to do is run it down lane and just guide the minions.
Like, if we look at CS now, right? Like, before they took the Baron buff, CS was
this
close.
Kindred is on the wrong side of town. Pops ulti. Oh, 4 versus 5. Kindred's going to go down.
No,
oh, will this Kindred go down? Yes, Yasuo crits Kindred, and Kindred will die. This actually might give Ocean Drake.
Cassiopeia pushing top.
Cassiopeia might take tower and inhib if they do not contest this. They're going to get a free Drake, Team 9 is.
Yeah,
and that's going to be
look
3
for Team
Drakes.
37 to give this Drake up. That will be 3 Drakes too, you're right.
Yep. If Team 37 can outlast if Team 9 can outlast Team 37 and get another
They got
Drake.
that quickly. How much her ace speed scaling does to these autos now, she hits this inhib pretty hard.
Yep. Cassiopeia decides to back off.
Does get the tower. Set is pushing bot lane. Oh, this Vayne might run down the Set. Oh, she's going to try. Get the condemn.
Oh, Set misses.
Good Q by the Vayne.
Oh, Set hits the E.
Oh, the silence.
Oh, the R.
Oh, wow.
Set survives.
Set lives.
The Death's Dance, keeping the Set alive.
Wow.
And Zach is going to go down too.
Very big
0
loss
for
Team 9.
2. That is not good for Team 9.
Huge loss there for Team 9.
Baron buff is starting to wear it down for Team 37, but Team 9 is just taking all of the resources. I mean, Kindred is 80 CS up from the Zac. This Zac's really going to be difficult for them to come back.
Set's balanced, right?
Oh, this Cassiopeia, wrong side of town.
yeah, the
TP
TP
coming
too.
in from Set. This is going to save this Cass, maybe.
Oh,
This
wow. That Yasuo's
this
being
Yasuo,
melted.
use the R. Oh, Cassiopeia goes down.
Set's going to take the inhib.
Now, Kog'Maw has Rylai, so he actually can kite this Set.
I think Set's just going to walk out.
Yep, Set's going to walk out. That's a very smart move by Set. They're just going to keep taking resources. They're 10k gold up now. Zach's going to go into his jungle, finding that nothing is there. Oh, he might just die.
Oh, wow.
right
He
here.
might just kill the Zac again.
Thi-
He has red buff, too.
Yep, Set has red buff and Bork, so
Zac
he
has to ult away.
melts this Zac.
Oh, Kindred over the wall? Oh,
Oh,
wow.
ulting Zac right in there. Zach's going to go down.
Set is taking
Vayne
over
is
this
going to
game.
go down.
This might be the game. I think they get in.
This might be the game. They do not have Baron buff.
I think they can still in through top lane.
Yeah, that inhibs down. Super minions are pushing down top lane. Siver's pushing down mid lane.
They're going to opt to take mid lane instead. I think which is the smart play.
This is the safer play for sure. They have demolished. They're gonna melt down that mid lane. Yasuo hits the Blitzcrank. Yasuo does not want to ult that Blitzcrank. He wants to ult that Sivir, but it's just so hard because that Sivir has spell shield. And that Sivir's playing really safe. Cassiopeia driving down bot lane.
Good fundamental positioning from Team 37 here.
Absolutely. That's that's Sivir's spell shield.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Cassie able to flash R.
Misses everyone.
A little bronze mistake right there. Oh, Zach's going to go down. Passive pops. Yasuo's going to go down. Wind wall's up. It's not hitting
Zach's
anything.
gonna go
Zach's dead.
Only one person has fallen from Team 37 now. We traded the Cassiopeia for 2.
And now you have
4v3 now.
minions everywhere. This
Will
Kindred's
this be
melting. I think this might be it. Oh, Tom Kench saving.
Will Team 37 be our first Intramural League of Legends champions?
Team 37.
Oh, here comes the Vayne.
Oh my goodness. Vayne's melting. This is the
Here comes the
219
Vayne.
CS Vayne with Bork and Ginsus.
They're just getting choked out now. They're 3 inhibs.
This Vayne full health, looking to chase down.
They need to clear these minions. There goes the Kindred. I think Kindred's out.
They are 3 inhibs down. Now all they have to do on Team on Team 37 is take this next Baron and just guide everything into
just
base.
roll minions
That's
down
all
through the
they
base.
have to do.
You know what the chances are of coming back from 3 inhibs?
What are the chances?
Not good.
Not good. It's more like the chances of me becoming Diamond, right?
Right. They are going to reset here, hopefully buy something.
Yep.
Zach gets his Bramble Vest, which is really good against that set.
Yep. Zach so far has not been able to stack any kind of resistances. No armor. He finally got his Bramble for his armor. He's got a little bit of MR. But currently, Zach is only health right now. And that's really good early game. But late game, when people really start doing damage. This Cassiopeia
Cassiopeia is just shredding everybody.
Yep. She has Leandries for that pen.
Yep. She's going to shred through Zach. She's going to shred through Tom Kinch. All the squishy she's going to shred through. I don't think there's... Look, she's soloing Baron.
Oh, this is just ridiculous. Oh,
Successfully.
Yeah, they cannot contest Baron right here.
Oh, wow.
There's no way. Oh, this Kog'Maw's mispositioned right here.
I think Cassie's just going to continue to mow down Baron.
Man, Kog'Maw mispositioned. Kog'Maw does not have flash.
Oh,
Kog'Maw gets pulled.
Oh, the
hits
re-engage.
the
The re-engage.
Yasuo's still not ulting anything. Yasuo's
Set
trying
is
to cut
just
away from the
murdering the
set.
backline.
Set is just... Oh, Set goes...
Oh, wow.
Oh, and that's game.
That is it. Only Vayne remains bot lane. Vayne wasn't even there in that team fight.
Yep. Vayne definitely should have
That
been
is going
there.
to be it. It looks like Team 37 is going to be our first intramural League of Legends champions.
Indeed. Oh,
Looks like
Cassiopeia.
Cassie could not solo the Baron.
Bronze mistake right there. And the
Oh,
Nexus,
man, the Nexus
will
is
go
gonna fall.
down. This was a very good try by Team 9. They had a lot of neutral objectives, but just not enough. Blitzcrank, dying, Fountain,
There
and that's
it is,
game.
and that's the Nexus.
GG.
Team 37 will be our first intramural League of Legends champions.
Wow.
That game. That was a lot closer than game 1, though. That was a lot more exciting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, the Yasuo really started to come back near the mid game, getting those kills, getting those shutdowns, but it just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Maybe if they stalled the
I
game.
think they had a lot of tools, though, to deal with that Yasuo. They had the set. The set can duel Yasuo pretty well.
Absolutely.
They had the Blitzcrank for the knockup, so as soon as Yasuo ults in, Blitzcrank can counter by knocking that Yasuo up.
And they
then
also have Kindred ult to prevent Yasuo from executing people.
Yeah,
right?
so I think that Kindred was a really, really key pick to that team comp.
Absolutely. And I think Team 9's Kog'Maw mid, a little sketchy.
I think we hold off on the Kog'Maw mid for now.
Yep.
Don't play it in solo queue, please. I don't want to run into that. The Kog'Maw mid was it wasn't a great pick, I'm going to be honest. They were real. I think they should have gone with something a little bit more scaling mage that could do some more consistent team fight damage. With
Absolutely.
that Vayne is going to be able to run people down throughout the team fight. If they didn't ban Galio, I think Galio also would have been a really good pick with that Vayne for Fortnite.
Yeah, Galio offers a lot of peel, a lot of tankiness as well, especially against Cassiopeia as that magic resist shield. But those Galio bans
Very
picked out
clever by
Fortnite.
Team 37 banning that Galio. That's his one
Absolutely.
trick. I'm curious, did they ban that Aurelion Soul?
Yes, they did ban Aurelion Soul as
They
well.
did.
Yep. Well, that will wrap it up. Congratulations to Team 37 on your win. Congratulations on being the first intramural League of Legends champion. And that is all.